Hi there, welcome to Wholeview Farm. We got dumped on with snow, about a foot and a half I'm guessing. It's hard to tell because it's drifted up like crazy all over the place. So thought it was springtime. We had green grass, and I think in 2 days all this will be gone and it'll be springtime again. But we have a saying around here: welcome to Wisconsin. If you don't like the weather, wait 5 minutes. There's a little chicken in the barn. Not sure how long she's been hanging out. Whew. Yeah, surprise. We got a snowstorm. Didn't expect that. Wasn't very well prepared for it. What a mess. I don't know how much we got. It could have been probably 16, 18 inches, something on that order. It was drifting around so much it's hard to tell. And that peak right there, that drift is probably up to my waist. Another one over by the machine shed over there. It's, yeah, more than halfway up that gate. So good news is we brought the goats in when it was raining earlier, before it turned to snow, so they're nice and dry. We got the goats here in the barn, so they're staying dry and out of the wind. The llama came with them for a little protection. Dogs and the sheep are still out on the land. That's why they got double layered fur coats, and they're doing just fine. So up here by the barn, we got a fair amount of wind going on. And one nice thing about having all this topography is it gives us some options. You see, you can't see the sheep down there. They're down in that pocket straight ahead, and it's sheltered down there, right? The wind, the high winds are up here on a ridge blowing right over top, and then they're down along that tree line back there in a little low spot. And gives them a little nicer sheltered area, a little more protection from those high winds. So just one nice thing. I mean, these hills can be really hard to deal with in a lot of ways, especially walking up and down them. But hey, it's a good workout. You don't need a Stairmaster out here. And yeah, it gives you some little microclimates to work with. You always got to pay attention to how those temperature changes and changes in wind and where the sun hits. It's a lot of opportunity if you're paying attention, if you're observing how the land works. Well, this is an interesting day. Happy springtime from Wisconsin. Glad we got the sheep where we got them, because we got a pretty nice shelter with this tree row here. You can see they're standing. It's pretty shallow snow, and they've been digging around. Dogs are fine. They love this snow. But I'm just bringing everybody my second trip down today. Some water, some dog food, some hay. The dog feeder's buried, so I've just been feeding them by hand. Good times, and I think in 2 days this will all be gone, but it is unbelievable. I mean, it's really, I didn't want to drive down here because it's so deep, and my footprints with the wind, my footprints are disappearing by the time I walk back up the hill. So pretty amazing. Sheep saw me coming. They decided to make their way up through the deeper snow to come get closer to the hay, so that's nice. I think I'll feed them on this hill up here. Those nutrients can work their way back down. I mean, this is kind of a pain. Sorry if it's too windy. It's pretty nasty today, but I'm so grateful for this moisture. We had such a terrible drought last year, and our pond's about 5 feet low, and this is going to grow us some grass. I'm going to have some fresh water in our pond. I'm actually really thrilled about this, even though it's April 3rd or 4th. Losing track out here, but yeah, if you look under the trees, you can see where the sheep have been digging through the snow. and they're still foraging even in this. But oh, I guess I'm waiting too long. All right, I'm gonna get some hay out. There's a hungry dog. Hi, Griffin. Yeah, buddy, you're okay. I'll just plop down here in the snow. Sheep are going to town on that alfalfa. Well, alfalfa hay, it's about 50% grass, but really glad we had that. I don't think I could get the big round bale down here. Griffin's gonna try to eat both bowls of food, and Gertie's just not that interested. So, come on, Gertie, you want some food? You're not hungry? Yeah, he might be full. I gave him a bunch of goose jerky this morning. He's a sweet girl. Yeah, if it wasn't for the wind, it'd be downright nice out here. It's not terribly cold. It's probably, well, mid-30s, but I mean, the ground's still warm, so the snow is actually melting as it falls here. Yeah. Well, you can have some. Nope, not interested. Okay. It's okay. Griffin's gonna try to eat it all before he gets some. But if you're not hungry, that's fine. Yeah. I think you just want some attention, some love. Yeah. We'll put this bucket of water out. They probably won't actually drink any, but I always like to have some out. Our big buckets. I can't even see it. It's way up by those apple trees, so yeah. Boy, Griffin was hungry. I brought him. Griffin, what are you? Oh, well, he can guard his food from the sheep. Yeah. But boy, that dog can eat. He ate a whole bucket of food this morning, and I brought out about 3 pounds of goose jerky that we had in the fridge. That was a little past where we wanted to eat it, so I fed it to the dogs, and boy, he scarfed all that down and a bucket of food. Now he's going for another one. Growing boy. In a couple days, this will be a happy memory. We'll be back to green grass. Actually, probably even greener than before. The trees are starting to bud out. I mean, spring is officially springtime, and yeah, that growing season is just around the corner. You know, what we've been grazing here is actually, not that you can see it right now, but it's all stockpile, but it's short. But it's been rested since last June. We brought a herd of cattle through here and grazed everything down in June, and haven't had an animal other than deer on it since. But with the drought, it just didn't get tall. I mean, there's definitely forage in there. It's good, and I'm glad we're grazing it again to kind of get that trampling and stimulate some more growth. But yeah, it's compared to what you'd expect to have an area this size, it's pretty small. So we're going, you know, pretty big paddocks for a flock this size, and yeah. You can see the little tufts of fur, they're actually starting to shed off a little bit. It just started. But yeah, I can see little patches here and there. Or this girl there, got a clump coming off there. The winter coat is starting to shed off. We're about 6 weeks out from lambing. Gertie decided to go for some kibble after all. Sheep are sure appreciating this hay, this alfalfa. Well, it's time for me to hike back up through that hill and hopefully not get stuck driving back.